Good evening, sir. It's a fine day for walking your dog. I bet he's a good boy despite his fearsome appearance. Well then, nice meeting you. I've never seen such a hideously ugly beast. Uh-oh. Either you have super sensitive hearing or I didn't use my indoor voice. Hey there, Funko fans. With the release of the new Predator movie this weekend, I thought it's a good time to take a look at the new line of Funko Predator Pops. So we've got all of these guys today. We have the Super Predator, and the Predator Hound. Now, one interesting thing you may or may not know, these guys, these boxes are actually mislabeled. So these came out, let's see, I picked up, I think I picked up this one from FYE a couple of months ago. I was surprised to see it on the shelf. But it turns out they renamed them at some point. So you can see on both of these, we have the Super Predator, and the Predator Dog. And then if we look at this one, which is actually now a Predator Hound, you can see they've renamed this guy the Assassin Predator, the other one the Fugitive Predator, and of course this is the Predator Hound. So we will be cracking these open shortly. I suspect it was a licensing issue. They were going to go with those simplified names, but then they realized later on they probably have such a long lead time on these things that they had to change the names at the last minute. So a bunch of these were shipped to stores. If you have one of these, you have one of the error boxes, other than this guy. One note on the Predator Hound, there's a neon Predator Hound from Amazon. I didn't pick that up because I thought it looked pretty garish and ugly, or at least uglier than it even already is. But yeah, I still thought it was pretty cool to get the regular Predator Hound. So let's take a look at these in numeric order. So we start off with the Super Predator, also known as the Assassin Predator. Had to check that. So this guy, traditional Predator look with the disgusting mouth like opening up there. There he is, number 619, and of course we've got the other guys on the back. So let's crack this open and take a look. And here he is, the Super Predator, aka the Assassin Predator. Charming fellow. I like the way they've blended the paintwork on the head. That's a nice touch. You can see the astonishingly ugly detail around the mouth. Red painting there, those teeth. You've got these other secondary set of black teeth there. He's got his very simplified armor. Some wristbands there, and some fearsome claws. If we take a look, he's got the, I say they're like dreadlock type hair with these little things in them. That's pretty cool. I like the detail on that. And some good detail on the skin there. I like the texture of this. He's got all these ridges on top of his head. And very little head movement on this guy. I'm curious if he will actually stand up. So look at that. So you out-of-box collectors are in luck. I'm not sure how stable that is, but yeah. Okay, fell over. But yeah, he's definitely able to stand on his own. So let's take a look at the next one. This is the Predator, aka the Fugitive Predator. Number 620, same design as before, so let's crack this open, take a look. Okay, here he is, the Predator. It's pretty much the same thing. He has a mask. We'll take a closer look at the detail there. So a lot of different paintwork there, sort of a metallic finish to this one. And you can see he's got a lot more armor on this time. Doesn't have that thing poking out from the wrist. And he doesn't have one on that side either. So some cool details on the armor. And same hairstyle as the other guy. And I'm curious, can we see... Yeah, there's no actual face visible underneath there. It's just all one thing. So they do that sometimes. Some of the pops, they'll have multiple layers, usually with transparency, so you can see something underneath, but not this time. And I think, yeah, even at the back, that's all one piece. So that is pretty cool. Actually, my preference would be the other guy with the regular Predator face, but I like the mask as well. And speaking of masks, I actually got the, was lucky enough to get the Funko Shop exclusive the other day. That was the Rory in Predator mask. I assume that's one of the characters from the new movie disguising himself as a Predator. Not sure about that. Don't plan to see the movie anytime soon, but I thought the pop was cool. And I think he's holding a little bag or something in that. So we'll take a look at that one in a future episode. But first, let's take a look at the Predator Hound. Now that is an ugly dog, as Howard the Duck so rightly observed to his peril in the skit, number 621. And yeah, Predator Hound or Predator Dog, same difference. So let's take a look at the Predator Hound. And here he is. He is really top heavy. I imagine if you put him down, he will just fall right over. This head is so heavy. Like, you notice right away when you pick up the box how heavy it is in comparison to the other ones. So again, some interesting paintwork here. I'm not sure if that's intentional, these spotty areas, or just a few mistakes there. But look at the chompers on this thing. Those are some massive teeth. We've got a bit of white paint around there. That's always tough to get those details right. Those black eyes, a bit of glossiness to them. And he's got his claws, some other claws at the backs of the legs, little short stumpy tail, and funniest touch here, he's got the same style hair as the Predators, so I'm not sure who came up with that design, but that is hilarious. So, and as you can see, there's also a little slot here that comes with a stand, so we'll pop him in there in a moment. Let's see if he stands on his own 2 feet. And he does, but yeah, you can give him a little nudge, he'll fall right over. So let's pop him on this stand and see if that helps any. Like so, there we go. So now he's on the stand. See if I can push him over. Yeah, so that's much harder to push over. That would be, this is one you would want to use the stand if you're an out-of-box collector. So that is pretty cool. So that is the Predator Hound, and that is our review of the Predator Pops for this episode. Are you planning to see the new Predator movie? I'm not thinking it looks that great actually. I haven't heard that it's the most wonderful movie. I really liked the first Predator movie back in the day with Arnie doing battle with that thing as it was knocking off his companions one by one. And that big epic finish, that was pretty cool. Not a real fan of the second Predator movie, and I think they've done some others. I remember there was Aliens versus Predator. Is that a movie that you have watched? Have you watched any of the others? What is your favourite Predator movie? Leave a note in the comments. And are you planning to see the new one? Let me know. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button for more pop unboxings. And be sure to tap the notification bell to be notified as soon as new videos are released. Thanks for watching and see you around.